This is going to be a new series I'm starting here on the channel. We're going to analyze all 435 of the House races and try to get all of those done in all 50 states before the 2020 general election. Of course, I'm probably going to do one video per state, barring the states that have only one rep. Then I'll probably just put those all together. So it'll be less than 50 videos, but we'll be covering all 50 states in no particular order. Today we're going to start off with the state of New Mexico. New Mexico only has 3 House districts, District 3, District 1, and District 2. They're very out of order, which is kind of bizarre. District 1 encompasses the Albuquerque metro area. District 2 covers the southern portion of the state. Places like Roswell and Las Cruces are in this area. And District 3 covers the northern desert mountain part of the state, although that is most of the state anyway. So we're going to first look at how these districts went back in 2018. They're all currently held by Democrats. And I believe all the incumbents minus Ben Ray Lujan are running, although District 3 is encompassed in places like Santa Fe and the northern Albuquerque suburbs, which are very, very, very blue parts of the state. And I don't expect District 3 or District 1 to change hands. We could go back to 2016 just to look at how these races went in a non-blue wave year, and both districts still went heavily Democratic. So I think it's safe to put District 3 and District 1 in safe Democratic hands going into 2020. The only district that is going to be competitive in New Mexico is District 2, which encompasses the vast majority of the southern portion of the state and encompasses most of the area. If we go back to 2018, this was a race that Representative Torres Small only won by about a point. Still a very impressive victory, considering this district had been in Republican hands for nearly a decade under Representative Steve Pearce, who in this election in particular went on to run for governor and lost ultimately. However, he did win his district. Pearce won his district by 6 points. Which is quite interesting, indicating that if Pearce had stayed in his seat, he still probably would have won District 2, because he was very well known, and this is a very Republican district. If we look at the county makeup of how New Mexico tends to vote in the presidential, the southern portion is where the vast majority of the red counties are, and a lot of the other counties that aren't red are leans blue and don't really have enough weight. Las Cruces is really the only blue part of this district with any significance, but I think that's offset by Roswell in the southeastern counties, which go heavily into Republicans' favor. The last thing we're going to look at before calling the second district, however, is of course some information on the congressional district. Demographically, the district is majority white, which definitely plays into Republicans well, but also 27% Hispanic. And Hispanic voters in New Mexico actually vote more conservative than the average when looking at exit polls. And white voters statewide tend to vote around 50-50 for either side, although in New Mexico's second there is an exception because this is a more rural, working-class white demographic here. The only time the district went majority for a Democrat, or even plurality for a Democrat, was in the Senate race of 2018 for Mark Heinrich. Since 2000, in major elections, this has been a Republican stronghold, even going to McCain very, very narrowly in 2008. So this is a district that has been historically Republican. Only one instance where we see a Democrat in around the last 40 years or so. So given this district is a +6, and given the fact that the polls for the district are very, very, very tight, it's safe to say to me that this is going to flip back. If we look at Republican Party turnout, it's much higher than Democratic Party turnout. I know she's running unopposed, but even so, the primary turnout means Republicans are energized. If we look back at this real quick, this is a district that Trump won by 10 points. I don't really see it staying in Democratic hands, and thus I think this district, as of right now, I'm going to put this as leans Republican. So I think it's pretty likely that this district does flip back. So as of now, the House makeup is just 2 Democrats and 1 Republican, and this is for the state of New Mexico. Thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned for more House prediction videos. This is just a short one to kind of start off the series here. I'll be covering other states in no particular order, for no particular reason, and trying to finish off the series before the general election. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.